What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my ears. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
What am I to do?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. The sun climbs high.
I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Hello again, sir. Did you want something? What? You do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought.
We could make the fruit froberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here. In Melv.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Do come again.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it and...
Off to market I go.
I'm sure I can handle it. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. That place puts my hairs on. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt we would have pulled through if not for you. We're saved. We're saved.
It's been a hard day.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry over much. Nattering all day is tiring work.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you.
Have you need of me?
Time to be heading home.
Now, this is a place to forget one's
I'm no
troubles.
cook, am I?
Oh, I can't complain, really.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. But that place puts my hairs on. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no... I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help it. So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path. I suppose there's only one thing. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Where are you going? Wind from all sides.
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
I quite agree.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
seems naught ever goes right. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey. Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I...
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother. Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labours.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother. Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Efficiency at its best.
Once more!
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Outstanding.
I'm coming, Master! Defend the Arisen!
This one's ours, and make no...
I've nothing to share at present.
I'd thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the...
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me.
There is no telling what perils we may face. We must be ready to protect our charge at a moment's notice. Sir Norbert has been found, and none the worse for wear. Let us return him to Melve at once. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Pray, follow me.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
Careful now! You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my... But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he's... So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing...
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
These old bones hardly heal.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Always another errand to see to.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I see you recognise my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honoured to serve.
I could almost nod off where I stand.
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
We must rest. Though the...
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.